welcome to a new episode of the Knitting in a Podcast. My name is Ivonne. I'm a knitter from Holland, and I like to tell you everything about what I knit on the last 2 weeks. In this podcast, I podcast in English and in Dutch, so that I can reach more people to do also in English, so that's really nice. I like to talk English or to practice my English through these podcasts, and I hope you like it. And if you're a new subscriber, I want to welcome you, and if you're a returning viewer, of course, welcome back. What I say, I'm Ivonne from the Netherlands. I'm 54 years old. I'm mother of 2 boys. One is 24 and the other one is 20. I'm a coffee addict, and I have my coffee today in this lovely Bunslow Castle mug. I found it at the flea market. I love to go to vintage shops, thrift shopping and flea markets, to buy expensive things for less. Like this mug. When you buy a new one, it's 18 euros, and this one was €1, so I was really happy with that. And I have a water, of course, because it's hot, in this brown flowery mug. It was hot in the Netherlands the last weeks, but the last 2 days it was really hot. It was 32 degrees. I think that is around 86 Fahrenheit. I looked it up. 30 degrees is 86 in Fahrenheit. So if you live in another piece of the world, you measure that in Fahrenheit, and we measure in Celsius. But today it's I think 10 degrees less than yesterday, and it's cloudy, but it's really damp, and I hope you don't hear my van. I have my van on the lowest, I don't know how you say that in English, but I hope you don't hear that, but it's helping me to don't have it too hot, because the heat is all in the houses, of course, and the outside is now a good temperature. But I'm always taping my podcasts inside in my house. This is my bedroom, and this piece where on my right side there's my bed, and here are all my whips piled up, and behind the room divider is my yarn stash, and we call it Valhalla in the Netherlands. I don't know what it is in English. Like a like Valhalla. It's a Valhalla. Yarnhalla. Maybe that's the right word. So I am going to take you with me on everything I knit on the last 2 weeks. If you've seen my weekly vlog last week, you've seen already a lot. But I don't know if everybody watched these weekly vlogs or just the episodes. But welcome. I have 3 finished objects. I have 7 whips, but I think I'm going to talk about 5. I have 1 new cast on, and I have a little bit to talk on at the end. So we're going to start. It is quiet in the house. My kids are both, one is still on holiday, and he will come back tomorrow, and the other one is at work, so I'm not getting disturbed, hopefully. The only thing that is going on, my wash machine was broke down, so I ordered a new one, and I hoped that it was getting here today, but I still didn't hear from them. So maybe the phone will ring and they say, "Hey Yvonne, your wash machine's here. When can we deliver it?" Because I haven't washed my clothes for 1 week, and I still have enough clean stuff. But I hope it's not getting any longer, that I will get that wash machine today or tomorrow. So then I know what to do. a big pile of laundry. And if it's not coming on time, I have to go to my dad's house to do a wash for my youngest child, because he has this weekend he has a festival in the Netherlands. So yeah, but that's another story. My first finished object is, you can guess maybe what it is. It is the northeasterly blanket. I knitted this for 1.5 years. I started this at January 2023. And it's all knit up from scraps, leftovers from projects from me, leftovers from swaps. I swapped a lot in the last 2 years with people, with viewers, with lovely other podcasters. So a great, very much balls. How do I say that? Are ending up in this blanket. It is a scrappy blanket, so I don't have a rule. Every color can come in, but it has to be sock yarn 4-ply, or at least 4-ply yarn, like sock yarn is. And I knit it in the beginning. I knit it so once in a while on this. This was my first piece. I don't like this color at all, but yeah. And I was thinking, it doesn't matter how long I will knit on this. But last year when I finished my first Cozy Memories blanket, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to knit on this more often. And the last month I did every day a piece. Every day when I wake up, I get my coffee and my porridge, and I start knitting. And that's what I did. And maybe you follow me on Instagram also. On Instagram I am knitting Indian also, and on Ravelry also. And I put every day when I knit a piece, I put it in the stories. So maybe you've seen that. And this was the last lane. This was the last lane, and I did 16 lanes, and it's now 125 wide and 160 high. And then I thought, it's enough. I could go on for a few more rows, but then the blanket will be too long, and now it is from the nose up until I'm 166, and it's it hangs now on the floor. So big enough to sit under it in the winter time on the couch, and I love it a lot. And I think when I'm going to sit under it, you will enjoy every piece, and you think, oh yes, that was from this and that was from that. So super nice, a scrappy project. I loved it. Not so much as the Cozy Memories. That's my favorite. I think these chevrons are a little bit, you have to pay attention that you do the slip stitch on the right way, that you don't forget the slip stitch. Sometimes I think I forgot it, certainly in the beginning, but that's what it is. And you knit it on the go. You pick up a stitch on the edge, and you so you make the lanes on the go together, knit them together. So very happy with this, but I'm also very happy that it's done. After 1.5 years, I thought it's time for another blanket. I have a new cast on, and I will tell you later. So this was the story of the northeasterly blanket. Oh yeah, it's a paid for pattern, so you have to pay. You have to buy it on Ravelry. I think it's about, I thought I paid €5. I don't know if it's still the same price, but it was absolutely worth. And now I'm happy that it's done, that it's finished. So that is the first finished object. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, and then we'll go on. Then I have 2 pairs of socks finished. The first one is this opal, also a scrappy sock. These were all opal leftovers I got from a viewer. I think there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balls, and I used them all up. And this is sock number 2. Some pieces are knitted up a little bit different because of the, how the ball, how zeg je dat nou weer? The color sequence, oh yeah, because of the different color sequence, but it's the same ball. So I'm very happy with these socks. I love opal. Yarn opal knits up quicker. I think it's more, how do you say that? It's smoother on your needles. So they flew off my needles. I think this took me 1.5 weeks to make a pair. So that's really nice. That's the second finished object for this week. And last 2 weeks ago I started another scrappy sock from all the green leftovers. And these are finished too. These are, I had, sometimes I like to put my scraps in a bag and put scraps in a bag in the same color palette. So this was the green color palette, and I had it in a little bag for a long while. And when I was back from my holiday, I thought, I don't feel like anything else, but I want to cast on a new scrappy sock. So that's what I did, and these 2 were also, I think 1.5 weeks, and it was ready. I finished them a few days ago. I don't know exactly anymore. I am always doing 3x1 rib, 14 rows, and then I start doing the rows, and I chose to do, I think, around 7 per color. Sometimes it's a little bit more or less. And I try to do them matchy-matchy, but also some balls are, like here it's more teal color and here it is more green, but it's the same ball, so yeah. So very happy with another pair. Oh yeah, this was, I think, from the head of pair 28, and that is pair 29 for this year. So I have a lot of socks already finished. I'm not doing that on purpose. I just knit socks. I love it. I'm getting better in it, so it's going to be quicker. Yeah, when I started knitting socks, I think it took me 6 weeks to make a pair of socks, and now it's I think I can finish a pair in 1 week or 4 days, but I didn't measure it. But so it's not so for, I'm going to knit 30 socks or so, but yeah, that's how it goes so far. So 2 pairs of scrappy socks, and I'm really happy with them. Little pause. So I've got it so hot, so I had to get a little towel for my sweaty face. Look, this is what I like. A pile of socks. I cleaned my yarn stash, and I pull them all on a pile. I love to see this. So nice. So this is a part of the socks I knit this year. Lovely to see. So yeah, and then we have a few sock whips, of course. And the first one, and I like it a lot, is the zigzag one I bought it in England, in Glastonbury. There was a lovely shop, So Over the Moon, and she had only 1 ball of this. I will put it away so I can show you my little pruidel bag. This pruidel bag I made last year. I got it from Roelle. She's a viewer from England, and she sent me the lovely fabrics. We did a swap, and she put all the little balls from the swap in pieces fabric, England fabric, because I love London. That's maybe Now, not only London, but London is my favorite, but England is my absolute favorite country on the moment. So this, I thought, oh yeah, I will use this again for my zigzag sock, King Cole. This is the ball. It was a little bit of a disaster because it was moth eaten. I bought it in the shop, and when I came in my hotel room that night or evening, afternoon, I thought, there looks like somebody cut in it. And later on we thought, no, that was a moth. So I had to wind it. Make a ball with a ball winder, and I had two pieces, and then it broke, and then afterwards it was this. So eventually I can knit a pair of socks easily from this ball, and these are the leftovers. I put it in my freezer for at least 48 hours. That was the tip. Put it in a plastic bag, close the bag, and when you come home you have to put it in the freezer so maybe the moth has little eggs and they will die in the freezer. So that's what I did, and now I'm knitting on that lovely sock. I love this a lot. It's a nice repetitive pattern. It's never boring. I did a heel flap again and the gusset, and I nearly think I have to do 10 rounds or 20 rounds and then start the toe. This is the first sock. I will call the number of this is color number 3161, and this is from Zigzag from King Cole. I bought it in Glastonbury. I don't know if this is an older ball or that you can still get it, but I think the zigzag balls are nice. So that was my first experience with this. I always see it with Stitches by Mrs. D. She knits up a lot of socks, a lot of socks, and I think I saw it. One of the balls in the podcast from her, and then I thought, oh, when I'm in England, I will, look at King Cole sock yarn, and that's this is what I found. I found one ball. There was only one ball in that shop, so really happy with it. And that's one of the sock whips. Something fell on the ground, but I will pick that up later. The ball bed fell on the ground. There's always something falling on the ground. Oh yeah, and then I had another sock whip that is living in this lovely bag from Birdie and Poppet. This is the small size zip bag. This is one of my favorites. She's on Etsy, Birdie and Poppet, Nottingham, UK. This is also one of my first bags I bought at her shop. It was then in the sale, but it's one of my favorites in the summer, of course, with the pots. And this sock lives in it. I don't put it on a blocker now. This is the sock I always knit on when I go to my dad's house. I did a 2x2 rib back then. I started this sock a little bit longer, and also 14 rows, and then a vanilla sock. I did a slip stitch heel with this one for the first time, and I think I like it. Maybe I have to see how that wears. Now heel flap and gusset. 60 round for the leg, and then start the toe, and Kitchener stitch is the closing way I use. And I always do 64 stitches on 2.25 millimeter needles, and that's for all the socks I knit. If it's different, I will tell you that. So the first sock is done, and the second one is on my needles. Oh yeah, I will show the ball band. Maybe it's nice to know. I'll show first that the second one is on the needles, just 1 centimeter. But when it's on the needles, you pick it up faster than than when you have to cast them on. I always try to do, when I finish one sock, immediately cast on a new one, so I don't have the second sock syndrome. No, I don't have that. This is the puzzle from Meilenwijd from Lana Grossa, and it is with aloe vera, and it is color number 6134. Yeah, I bought it in a local yarn shop, I think for the last year, I don't know, but I like the colors. It's a little bit lighter and nice, the brown. Softer colors are these. So yeah, that is also one of my sock whips. And then I have my alpaca sock that lives in this bag from Jojo's bag. She's the mother of the 4 girls from the Cozy Up Girls. I like their podcast. The girls they're living in Canada, and I bought this bag last year from the mother. Yeah, a few years ago I bought green sock yarn, alpaca, long yarn alpaca, that's this one, and I bought a black one. And then I want to knit socks. But alpaca is so soft on the needles, and it flew off your needles, not in a positive way, but in a negative way. So one of my first socks I knitted, that was a blue one, also an alpaca. I thought, I'm never going to learn this. This is so soft, and I lose my stitches every time. And but yeah, I had these balls still, and I wanted to knit them up. So I started a sock, but I didn't like to do only black or only green. So this is what it's, what it is. I think 8 rows, and then I changed color. I chose to do the heel flap in the green, and normally I do 14 centimeters of leg, but I think this is a little bit shorter because I thought it's too slippery. I'm done with it. I'm going to start the heel flap, and this one I knit on 2.5 millimeter needles, 64 stitches, because these needles I have a lot of and I want to use them. But maybe it was not the best choice for the alpaca because it's really a little bit wider than normal sock yarn. So maybe this will be a sloppy sock, but I don't care. I'm happy that I started it, and I will finish them in I don't know when, we'll see. But I have to be careful that my stitches don't fall off. So that is another sock whip. And then I felt like casting on also a new sock whip, and it is a yarn I got from a lovely knitting friend. No, I don't have that ball band anymore. Oh, yeah. It is from De Draadzaak. This is a Dutch indie dyer. In the beginning she only sold vegan sock yarn, I think, vegan, without wool, without sheep wool. But now she sells also normal sock yarn. So this one I got from a knitting friend, and this is 75% merino and 25% nylon fingering weight. And this is what it is. There was a mini, the sock set, and I will do the cuffs, heels and toes with a pink. And this one is like a little bit a confetti kind of color. It knits really good. I like the yarn. So yeah, it's a question from time that it's finished. But yeah, I'm not in a hurry. I have a lot of socks knitted this year, so we'll see. But this knits up really nice. So that was a nice present, and I felt like casting on this last week. So that is, that lives in my little Pruidel bag, dodgy bag. I made this myself. This is not a perfect bag. Here is something, not good, not how it And I think this is not really straight, but yeah, it is a pruidel bag, so I made this myself from all my little pieces of fabric. I tried to do, I tried this for the first time, so this is my, there lives my new sock whip in. And I think I like it. It's really sweet, not too big. I did a 5 centimeter, 10 centimeters. So this is a little bit wider, the box bottom. And I got a message. I thought, yeah, my wash machine is there, but no, it was a question from somebody. Is your wash machine already there? No. But yeah, we'll see. I hope they call me later, or maybe when I tape this podcast. So that is another sock whip. That was it for the sock whips. Yeah, and I also knitted a lot on my stripometry shawl from Stephen West. Yeah, I hope to finish this maybe before 1 September, but I don't know for sure if that's going to happen. I did do every day since 2 weeks ago, every day one repeat. And some days I did 2 because the repeats are getting smaller. This piece you have to make like a point, a triangle. So the rows are getting shorter, so I try to do 2 repeats. And when that piece is finished, this is stripometry. I told more about it in my previous videos. And when that is finished, I have to pick up stitches here. And I have to do the section 5. It's 5 sections. 1, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, huh? Yeah, there will be 5 sections, and then the I-cord bind off. So it's nearly done. It's not done, but it's nearly done. The end is inside. I think it's a really beautiful shawl when it's ready. I don't know for sure. I think I'm going to repeat this, so 1 row in this color, 1 row in the other color on the last piece. Officially you have to do this again, but I didn't like to cut the yarn and then weaving on all the ends. I always like to see this piece, the 1 row this and 1 row that. So I think I'm going to repeat that in the last part, section 5. Yeah, and then the I-cord bind off, maybe I do that in another color. I chose 3 colors, but I have 2 more colors in the same yarn, but we'll see that at the end. But yeah, it's nearly finished. I think it's a really nice white shawl. I knitted on Jaigu fixed circulars, and this is 4mm. The pattern says 3.5, but that was that was too firm for me. I like a looser shawl, so I chose to do 4mm. And I'm very curious when it's, I hope I can show you in about 2 weeks that it's finished. That should be nice. Or then maybe in the weekly vlog after that. I'm trying to finish this before 1 September. Because 1 September I'm going to host a knit along that I host for the Vertices Unite shawl. It's one of my favorite shawls. I knitted already 3 pieces of them, and I still want to do more. So I have a lovely yarn. I showed that last week. I will show that in the next podcast again before we start. And this is one of my favorites. This one I knitted last year. We started then on 1 July. We had also then a knit along, and I knitted this up with alpaca, drops alpaca. And this was echt the best shawl ever. I wore it a lot, and I love it a lot, and I love the Vertices Unite. So that's what I'm going to host 1 September. So if you want to participate, you have to buy the pattern yourself at Stephen and Penelope's or on Ravelry. And you can join in. So if you like to do that and you think, oh, I always wanted to knit that shawl, I'm going to join Ivonne. I'm coming up with a hashtag, but I will tell you that later. And at the end, I'm starting 1 September, and I'm finishing the knit along 31 October. Some people said to me, yeah, but didn't you think about the knit along? The MCAL is coming normally in October. Yeah, I thought about that, but I think when you knit a lot on the Vertices Unite, you can knit it in 4 weeks. I did this one. I think 5 weeks, but I'm not a monogamous knitter. I knit on many things beside that. But when you really want, you can knit that shawl in 4 weeks, maybe 3. I don't know. Some people do it in 2 weeks. So, but yeah, I don't want to push you to do it in 4 weeks. So that's why the knit along, is 2 months. And then when the 2 months are over, I will ask you to send me a picture from the finished object, and then I'm going to put all the names with the pictures in a basket, and I will choose a winner. So I will make a giveaway, but that's at the end of the knit along. So if you want to participate, do so. It's the best shawl ever. I think this is the best shawl for me. The Vertices Unite. I'm a fan of that shawl, big fan. So the stripometry is, it's not done yet, but it's coming in the end, and I have to, experience if that is another shawl that I like a lot, and maybe I will say when I wore it a lot, oh, I want to knit another stripometry shawl, but we'll see that in the future. That was that. Well, then we've got my new daily beginning of day knit, the Cozy Memories blanket with all hand-dyed scraps. So in this blanket the rule is only hand-dyed leftovers. And I started this one. This is my second Cozy Memories blanket. I started this 1 July last year, 1 July 2023, and I'm not in a hurry. I only knit on this when I feel like it, and when I have enough hand-dyed scraps. There was a point that I used them all, and then I did a swap with a lovely lady from the Netherlands, Esther, and we swapped a lot of balls, and there were a lot of hand-dyed scraps, so I was very happy. That was this lane. And last, I don't know, 5 days ago, I started this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 every day, and it takes me 45 minutes to knit a square. So that's always nice in the morning, and when I'm ready with that, I'm going to hop out of bed and start the rest of my day. Sometimes I'm starting really early. I get up at 7:15 to 7, and I think, or 6:30. Oh, nice! I'm going to get a coffee, my porridge, and I'm going to start knitting. So this is one of, this is the, I think, the most favorite project. Hey, Saartje. Saartje's joining us. Yeah, you don't see her. But this is one of my most favorite scrappy projects. And lovely. Hallo, Saartje. Kom je hem hier? Ja, dat kan niet, schat. Oh, she wants to sit in front of the window. She has it really hot. Like me. So that is one of the things I do in the morning, and it lives in my first made Preudel bag, dodgy bag. This I made with a tutorial from Ellie from Little Drops of Wonderful. I think it's almost 2.5 years ago I made this lovely bag. And it's a little bit bigger, so that the blanket fits still in. And when it's too big, I don't know, I have another bag. for sure. So yeah, I think, Oh yeah, and then I have a new cast on. I don't show my Granny Stripes scrappy blanket because I shown it in the weekly vlog, and I will do not all the blankets because then the podcast will be too long. I have a new cast on and I'm very happy. I bought last year I bought an advent calendar from Vrouwtjes Wol Boutique. She's here in the Netherlands. She lives in the north of the Netherlands. And she was, back then she was on Etsy. Sorry for my shoulder. And I bought that advent calendar and I wanted to knit the habitation throw of it. But I didn't start. I don't know why. I still thought, no, maybe I will. Yeah, maybe it was because my northeasterly blanket was still on the needles. And yesterday I woke up and I thought, and now I feel that I want to start the habitation throw. I already bought the pattern in January or December last year. I don't know it anymore. It lives in my beautiful bag from Birdie and Poppet. I bought it last November, I think. It was a present to myself for Christmas. Look at the super nice fabric. She uses all the nice fabrics. This is her name tag. She's on Etsy. Highly recommendable. She makes the most neat bags and with the most lovely fabrics. And this is the medium size. So in this bag were all my minis waiting to be casted on. Like this. And I started yesterday and it was surprisingly, I don't know why, once I looked at the pattern and then I thought, oh, it's an I-cord cast on, I don't feel like it, and then I put it aside and in my head I was still thinking it's a hard pattern, it's not easy to cast on. But yeah, yesterday I read it quietly and it was not hard at all. And now I made a start of my habitation throw and I'm surprisingly, the yarn knits surprisingly lovely. It's really soft. It is, I will show you, I can't see, I don't have the tags, so I don't know if Vrouwtje has 25% nylon or 15. That's always, and I think it's merino, but I don't know for sure anymore. I will have to ask her. So I made a start and I'm loving it a lot. It knits really quick. I didn't want to stop. I did do this yesterday the whole day. So in the morning after my square and I was ready after my shower, I casted this on and this is what I did the whole day long. And in between I had to do groceries and my household, and I couldn't wash. I couldn't do the laundry, so I had more time because of the wash machine, and that's still not here. And I love this new cast on, and I will. It will. The pattern asks for 24 minis, so you do 12. You knit it in a square of corner to corner. I think you do 12 colors, and when you reach the 13th color, you are going to decrease again, and then you get I think it's a square, this blanket. Yeah, I love it a lot. I looked it up on Instagram, #habitation throw, and I saw all the people who did it before me. I'm not going to, I was trying to choose the color palettes between each other that's a little bit alike, so like these two or the next, and then I'm slowly it slowly goes over in pink, a little bit purple, a little bit red, and then slowly, I don't know, we'll see. So I do the colors that belong, like the blue and the grays, I will do beside each other. So I'm very curious how that looks. So it's very addictive. You need to do 10 gram per color, and I have 20 gram minis. So I will wind them up, then knit 10 grams with a, yeah, I weigh it, and then I stop, I cut it, and I pick a new color. So from this is what is left over from it, from the whole 20 grams. So I can use it in my Cozy Memories blanket, and I can use it for scrappy socks. And then I think it's nearly done. So I'm very happy with my new cast on. I'm going to knit on it this afternoon. It's very addictive. You can knit 10 grams a day. It's doable. Maybe I will finish this blanket very soon. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not in a hurry. This is very important, that you have a stitch marker on it, that you know that this is the right side and this is the wrong side. But it's yeah, highly recommendable. It's a pattern from Helen Stewart, I think. Yeah. And what I say, I have had it a long time in my pattern stash, and now I'm going to knit it. Super nice. So this will be my on the moment, I think, my favorite thing to knit on, and that's also the reason why I don't want to start on this moment another scrappy sock, because I knit so many socks already. I'm trying to put I'm not stopping sock knitting, of course, but I'm trying to to choose to knit on this first, and my shawls. That's what I'm trying to. But yeah, you never know with me. I can feel always like I want to knit on a sock. But yeah, we'll see. You see it in 2 weeks how far I get with everything. Yeah, and then we went to the. I take a sip of my water first. Sorry. We went to the flea market here in the neighborhood, and yeah, I always try to think now in front before I go like markets like that. For what do you like to find? Because I'm a big thrifter. I love thrift shops. I love flea markets, and there was a lot going on in the last months. A lot of in England, I was in a lot of thrift shops and charity shops, and here in the Netherlands, it's like a weekly thing for me to go thrifting. But when I came back from England, it was a little bit too overwhelming. I think I did too many charity thrift shops and so forth. So I thought, Ivonne, prima, it's good that you go, but make a list of things you really want to find, and don't buy anything anymore. Sometimes you just buy something because it gives you a good feeling, or it reminds you of the early days. So I thought, make a list. What do you hope to find today? And I always, on my list is always scrappy sock yarn. That's not something I find often, but that was on my list. And last Thursday we went to the flea market, and then there was this bag on the floor in a little shed. There was all the prutjes, the troep, the secondhand stuff. And I walked past by it, and my friend said, "Hey, Ivonne, is that nothing for you?" So this bag was full with, I show you, yeah. Afterwards I thought maybe I could leave these behind, because I don't think I do something with this. This is like the stonewash from scheepjes. In the Netherlands we say scheepjes. Scheepjes yarn. Many podcasters always say how to pronounce sheepies or sheepjes, but we say scheepjes. That's really hard for people that don't live in the Netherlands. You write it with a SCH, and that we pronounce that as scheepjes. So there was a sheepie, scheepjes, yeah. S-C-H-E-E-P-J-S. Scheepjes. So this was also in it, another ball from this. I think this is from Action. That's like a Poundland shop here. Another one in blue. These are nice colors, but I don't think I do something with this. And an acrylic white. And this is Sophie de Haas. I didn't heard of it. And then there was in that same bag 5 balls of leftover sock yarn, and I was very happy. This was also in that bag. So I looked in that bag and I thought, oh, I see 5 skeins of leftover sock yarn, and I asked the lady, what do you ask for this bag? And she said €3, so that's nothing. But later I thought, yeah, maybe I could have get only this and leave this behind for the next person who likes it. But yeah, that was something I thought of when I was home. So I'm going to use this in my I have a Granny Stripes acrylic blanket on the needles, so I think I will try to use something up, but it's really a lot. And this is, I think this is acrylic. Oh no, 70% cotton, 30% acrylic. Oh, that's like cotton. Okay, that's better. But I don't know what to make from this, so maybe I can give it away sometimes. And this scheepjes is scheepjes. Even kijken, wat is het? Nee, dat staat er niet op. Doesn't say what it is. Well, the color number, but it's not on the ball bands. I think, oh yeah, 65% cotton, 44 acrylic. So that was, yeah, how do you call it when you buy? Sometimes I have it also with the Cindy clothes. I found a lot of Cindy clothes also, but then it's a really in a box with all the other stuff in it, and mostly the people on the stall say, do you want the whole box for no €3? So that is the reason you get something in your house that you don't really want yourself. But it's easier to do that like that. And that was a little bit with this also. But I love it a lot. So this will be in the future maybe scrappy socks. This one was the biggest. It was more than, I think, 60 grams. So super happy with this catch from the flea market. And then I went a stall further, and there was a man. They had a box with also acrylic yarn from Scheepjes. And he said, oh yeah, my wife wanted to knit a blanket, but it's, yeah, she never finished it. So you can buy these balls for €1 per stick. I don't know. But I thought, no, I don't want this. It's not my color. Maybe it's really, really cheap because it was from Scheepjes. I think it was Color Crafter. So I left that behind. I said to the man, you sell it to another person. But he had 2 scraps of things I like, and that was this. I balled it up already. This is Durable Socks Tweed. That were 2 scrappies. So I asked the man, how much do you ask for this? And he said, I think 50 cents a skein. And then he said, but what are you going to do with the scrappies, the restjes? We say restjes. And he couldn't understand why I didn't buy the whole balls for €1 and I wanted these. So I told him, I let you see what I do with it, and I let her show the picture of the scrappy socks, and then he said, oh, that's nice, I will tell my wife. So I want to see, I'm always searching for scraps, and that's what I find also. So I have a lot of new scrappy sock yarn. Not that I'm in need of something because of my super nice stash, but this is always making me happy that you find things like this. So that was it for the knitting and the thrifting. Slokje water. zip of my water. Yeah, I think that was it. I run also as Pruidel bag sock mail on Instagram. You can join me if you like. It's the meaning is that you make a Pruidel bag from scraps you have in your home already, or you buy in a thrift shop, and then knit a pair of scrappy socks. If you like to participate, you can send me a picture on goinandgo at hotmail.com. That's my email address. I will put it in the description box also. And if you like to participate, you can send me a picture from the Pruidel bag with or without your scrappy socks. That's not the point. And if you send me that before 14 September, I will put every name belonging to that photo in a bowl, and I will pick a winner. And the winner from that is winning this project buidel. This one is made by Liane from Steekjes and So. She lives here in the neighborhood. It's a really nice project bag. She made it also from scraps from the thrift shop, and she made the text on it, "Mijn breitje," that means my knitting, and this lovely cake. So if you want to participate in that, you can do that, and you have to do what I just say, and send me a photo. I will put all the photos I get in these coming 4 weeks in a bowl, and I will choose one winner for the first giveaway from my Pruidel bag sock mail 2024. So I have a few prizes. This is donated. Liane donated this for my make-along. And I don't want to keep it in my house too long. This make-along takes 1 year. It started 1 July and it will end 31 or 30 June next year. So in that year I will draw some prizes, and if you are the winner, I will send it out to you. But you have 4 weeks time now to send the picture to my email address. So that's I think that was it for today. Now I hope my the wash machine man is going to call me. I tried to call him, but it was they were busy. They didn't answer the phone. So when I'm going to sit down in a while, I'll going to call that man at first. Hopefully he delivers it today or tomorrow, so I can do my pile of laundry, and otherwise I have to go to my dad's house to do that. That's I nearly reached 1,000 subscribers, so I'm very happy. The lovely Jana from Finished Knitting Stories, she showed my scrappy bag I made for her, and she named my podcast again. And then I always get, I think, around 7 new subscribers a week. That's een beetje gemiddeld. And but she mentioned my name, and then you always see the subscribers going up. So welcome if you're new here. I don't know if you found me through Jana or through a homepage. I don't know. I hope you liked it. I hope you stay with me. I'm here every other Thursday, and the other week I do a weekly vlog. But the weekly vlogs will be mainly about knitting, what I'm knitting on, and where I thrift shop, and a little bit other life stuff. But it will be mainly knitting, because knitting is my first love. Sometimes little crochet and sometimes sewing. So that's really nice if you're new here, and I'm always happy to see the long time subscribers back. So that is what it is. This is my 2 weekly podcasts about knitting, and the other week the weekly vlogs. Now I think I told you everything. I can't speak on my. No, I told everything. So I will wish you a happy knitting this week, happy crocheting, whatever you crafty things you like to do. Hopefully the weather will be not so hot anymore, in the 20 degrees. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. 20 Celsius is more than enough, or 22, 23. And that's the forecast for this week. So I think I'm going to be happy. Now, thank you for watching. See you next week with a weekly vlog, and happy knitting. Doei!